Sounds like a pit bull. Hey, guess what? The aliens revealed themselves. Guess what? Chicken butt? Hello, hello. Where is... Want trail mix? It's money sign, money sign. Money sign. I'm still awake and it's almost 12. Well, you're going to beat me because I'm going to bed by 7. And maybe before. It depends on how quick I can get my makeup off and get in the bed. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Sometimes you're just over the day. When you're over the day, you got to just be over the day. I don't think I've stayed up to midnight. Yeah, me too, Mama. Me too. Preach. Listen, I was literally giving myself a pep talk over here. I was like, don't be a Debbie Downer. You don't want to be like that SNL skit. But for real, I'm so hoping that 2025 brings us all opportunities, honey. Something. Lower taxes. Lower housing market. Cheaper gas. Cheaper laundry detergent. That shit is like the price of crack now. Cheaper groceries. Yeah, I shouldn't have to take out a second mortgage to feed the kids, okay? Yeah, I can name a few things that I hope gets better. Those are just a few. I hope that large corporations start recognizing their place in society and treat us all better. Yeah. Anybody got any New Year's resolutions for the world, for humanity? Faith, hope, a little hope? Anybody? Yeah, it's expensive. It costs an arm and a leg just to breathe. Just to breathe. Just to breathe. Y'all, how about I posted like some shorts earlier and they didn't even post because for some reason YouTube, it done switched my settings to private, so nobody can see it if you don't put public on it. So I'm sitting there and then I look at my phone, I'm like, what is going on? I don't want to do that. I might cut my finger off. Y'all know I'm accident prone. Where's my cup? We're gonna do girl dinner Tell me why I ate half a sleeve of these trying to film something, and my stomach hurts now. I think I might be allergic to something. Remember when we had that bread a few weeks ago, and it caused me severe pain? I think that I might have some kind of gluten allergy, y'all, and I don't want to say that because I love bread and stuff, but every time I eat some kind of processed stuff like this, I have severe problems. It might be the processed fake stuff in it. I also read that they had a recall on those damn crackers not too long ago. They had salmonella in them. What? I gotta worry. The world is burning to the ground and I gotta worry about salmonella in my crackers now? What? Y'all, let's pray next year there's no more salmonella outbreaks in the Ritz crackers. We can always hope for change, honey. It's free. That's the only thing that's the only thing we get for free. Is prayers. Hope. Oh my God. Come on, man. See, if I do it with a knife, I'll end up hurt, and ain't nobody got money for the ER. Hell, at this point, I got a sewing kit in here. Pull me off some string. I got this. Alright. Usually this works, but, you know, sometimes. The fits hits the shan. Okay. Oh. Casualty. I said sometimes. I'm just glad I had an avocado because I ain't been to the grocery store in over a week. That's why I'm out of water. I haven't been. I walked into the Dollar General to get some crackers and got pissed. I said $4. $4 for some crackers? That's the cheapest thing on the damn shelf. They're supposed to be damn 99 cents for a damn pack of 4. Yeah, super glue. I've put super glue in a cup before. I had one a while back that wouldn't stop bleeding. It stopped bleeding with super glue. Alright, let's put this in here. I want to talk about this eventually. I gotta get the pit out. I'm so lazy. So lazy. I made tuna for lunch. It was delicious. I used one of them tuna packs, and then I put, I cut up a Granny Smith apple. I had one from like, that's one thing about apples. They'll last in the car, honey. That's one fruit you can keep on hand. I think I had that apple for like 2 months. And it was in mint condition, honey. She was sweet and juicy and a tad bit sour, and it went really well with mayonnaise, tahini. Alright, where's the damn avocado seasoning? Apple and tuna, it was good. Yeah, I chopped the apple up in little bite-sized pieces, like, you know, fork-sized, tiny pieces. And then mayonnaise and tuna. And I topped it with a little tahini. This is a mild guacamole. Damn, I should put some corn in here, but I'm too lazy to get out and go get it, if I'm being honest. Yeah, definitely put corn in this. I like my salsa kind of chunky. This looks good. It needs more sauce, honey. We only... Yeah, you gotta... Whew. It's gonna make me sneeze. No! Why did that stop it, though? Why did that stop it, though? Thank you, Jesus. Oh my God, y'all. Thank you, Jesus. Y'all, I was about to sneeze. That was so funny. I'm like, no. And it literally stopped it. Thank you. He works miracles. That's better. It's got to have damn flavor to it, honey. Trail mix. This is peanuts, cranberries. Literally my favorite girl dinner. Oysters. I kind of hate I already ate half a pack of damn crackers, but it's okay. I cannot believe that woman went. Alright. Let's start from the beginning. I feel like this is blocking some of my light. Back in the early 2000s, there was 3 Duke lacrosse players that was playing lacrosse for Duke University. Young boys. They were partying one night. They decided to order some strippers from an escort service. Hold on one second. I need hot sauce for my oysters. The case is actually really lengthy. I'm just going to summarize the basics. These were 3 guys that were accused of assaulting this woman. A vicious R word, she claimed. And all of a sudden, it was either today or yesterday, she come out, I think it was this evening, she come out admitting that she lied about the whole thing. Yeah, it was so weird because she's like, I'm sorry. But when she's first asked in the interview if she feels bad, she says she has no regrets. I said, and then she immediately goes into talking about Jesus Christ and forgiveness. Girl, no. You are so ass backwards right now. That's what you end with. Asking for God's forgiveness. Cut it out. Like, her first statements are not even coherent. Oh, I need some crackers. Will you hand them to me, please? Damn it. I'm gonna get this shit on my shirt. Damn it. Why is it always something and I just... Son of a biscuit. I need a biscuit. Don't they call crackers biscuits somewhere? Me no. Let me put a light on. So people can be like, what the hell is she doing? I'm eating my crackers. What are you doing? I'm minding my business. I'm a cracker eating crackers. Leave me alone. You want one? I'll share with you. Yeah, it's crazy. So, I don't know. I don't feel bad for her at all. But apparently, listen to this. Apparently, she's been in prison for stabbing her boyfriend. Yeah, for years. She got years in prison for stabbing her boyfriend. This was after she accused these guys. And Roy Cooper had to stop them from being charged after DNA come back. Hold on, I'll tell you about that. So, after this woman made all of the, first of all, her name is Crystal Magnum, if you want to go look into this. After she made these claims, the prosecutor pressed to have all of these Duke lacrosse players, their DNA tested, all of them. It's like 68 of them, right? None of the DNA comes back to matching biologics that were found on Crystal, but they did find biologics. Get this shit. They found 4 other men's biologics on Crystal's body. She went to a party to strip. She was hired as a stripper for a party. Going to a party with 4 other men's biologics on her body. And, I can't. This was 2007. So if bitches were doing nasty shit like that back then, imagine what they do now. Because those types of things have gotten 10 times worse. It's one of the reasons that I don't work in clubs. People are disgusting, y'all. Disgusting. So when Roy Cooper found out about the DNA, he forced the state to drop the charges. And these lacrosse players were not charged. But what if they would have been? No bueno. She deserved to go to jail. Absolutely. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Because people are stupid, and these guys still faced years of bullshit because of this. Because, you know, people are stupid. So there's still some people that probably believe that these guys were guilty. And, you know, I'm sure it followed them with their careers. There was probably always questions when they got hired somewhere, if they even got hired. I'm sure it didn't make things easy for them, even though Roy Cooper dismissed these charges. They've had this follow them their whole lives. Their faces were blasted in the media as these horrible R-wordists. Crystal said that they did everything possible to her sexually. Use your imagination. It's messed up, is what, I mean, she deserves to go to jail. Stay in jail. She deserves to stay in jail because she's in jail for murdering her boyfriend. How ironic. Crazy bitch. Sorry. Pisses me off because, like, she doesn't even, is that my hair? Yeah, that's my hair. I got hair in my guacamole. I got hair in my guac. You want some of my guac? Have a little DNA. Oh, thank you. Merry Christmas. I appreciate that, Calvin Kine. Cheers. You want some guac? This one doesn't have hair in it. Yeah, she affected a lot of people's lives. And imagine being that nasty. You want an oyster? We're having girl dinner. Not to mention, there was so many inconsistencies in Crystal's story. She lied like a penny in a gas station parking lot, honey. She lied about everything. She first told investigators that she wasn't a stripper. And then she said that she was a stripper. And then she said she ain't been doing it long. They later find out that's a lie. She was into all kinds of stuff. She had went through a divorce. She had 2 children. Listen, I empathize with all of that. But you don't go around accusing people of crimes that have done nothing to you but welcome you in their home. As a matter of fact, help you make money, you dumbass. Them boys went and trying to fool with her sexually. They wanted white strippers. Poor guys. But let this be a lesson. You don't want to fuck around with these type of people and find out. You definitely don't want to be inviting women from the freaking strip clubs to your houses. No, absolutely not. And especially not to your college damn dorm. That was the boys' probable only mistake. You know what I mean? But these were young guys, college kids. What we don't do, son, is invite strippers anywhere. We leave them at the strip club where they belong. Okay? We give them a little money. We go home. And we don't go back for years. If we have to. I'd prefer for you to stay the hell up out of those places. You know, that's another thing, though. I feel like stuff like that is more prominent now with, like, the younger generation. When I finally got out of it, it was all, like, young guys coming in, which is annoying. I'm sorry, I love y'all, but, like... not so much in that environment. What a heathen she was. I watched the whole interview, and she literally makes my skin crawl. And when I listened to her talk, I realized that she is not a very smart person, and she's probably more than likely a product of her environment. And, you know, it doesn't make it right, but what I am saying is that it's clear to me that she is not a very intellectually inclined person. I don't even think she realizes the magnitude of her actions and what this meant for these men. I think that she's just that flat out ignorant. Listening to her talk and somewhat justify her actions by trying to use God as a cover, girl, no. That is not taking responsibility for your actions. Some of the first words out of her mouth was forgiveness. Like, girl, you need to be asking these boys for your forgiveness. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just see things different. It was more me. Not, oh my God, who have I hurt? What have I done? Where'd my crackers go? Yeah, that's not funny. But it's common. Guacamole? You want hot sauce? And, I feel like she's coming out saying this now because she's looking for attention. Like, we are most people with two brain cells to rub together, as soon as they found on them other men's DNA on her, I think that it was clear that Crystal was a wretched liar. Crystal sounds like she was her own problem. Like, girl. Was you assaulted by all four of them before you went over there to strip for the damn college boys? You know? I didn't see if they ever found out who all the DNA that was either. But given the fact that she was working for an escort service, we gonna assume Crystal was not very smart when it came to STDs, honey. That's another thing. All I'm going to say is girls can be nasty, okay? Just like men. Especially them little strip club rats and roaches that be running around nowadays. Negative. No thank you. Type of places you walk in and you walk right back out. Thank you. Come again. Nope. I wonder what strip club she worked at Durham. And I also wonder if she worked at Tomcats. It was a house that's set up on the hill in Durham, North Carolina. It's still there. I don't think they're open anymore. But it was essentially a massage parlor, strip club, Jack Shack. Listen, it was advertised as a strip club. You go in there, and they got it laid out like a damn Western parlor, you know, brothel. The girls all line up and walk out, and the guy picks who he wants a massage from. I wonder if she worked there. Because it said that they found out that Crystal had been stripping at the clubs since 2002, even though she tried to claim that she wasn't. But but the guys from Duke University hired her through an escort service. I took a pill for the heartburn. I ain't got to worry about that tonight. Thank God. It's the crackers. Definitely made my stomach hurt. Ooh. Oh, I'm going to throw up. Crystal actually was working at the strip club prior to going to the Duke University room to meet the guys. That's where that DNA, those 4 guys' DNA come from. God. See, it's shit like that that gave us all a bad name. That's why I want to know. I wonder if it was like Rick's or something she was working at. Makes sense. Shithole. Ah. First of all, hello. Talking about the Duke University case. Shit's wild. They're like, do you have any regrets about accusing these 4 college boys of brutally R-wording you? And she's like, no. Everything happens. I forgot what she said. She sounded crazy, y'all. I said, is she for real right now? I mean, it really just goes to show that people, listen, we got to be grateful for the 2 brain cells that we have to rub together. Because things could be a lot worse. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Things could be a lot worse. We could be a damn Crystal. Magnum. Let me be clear. She lost me at no regrets. You know what I mean? That was the first question. I didn't need all of these, but I can't. No regrets. The interviewer says, do you feel bad about any of this? Do you have regrets? That's what she said. Do you have regrets? She's like, no, I ain't got no regrets. I'm like, damn. Ooh, but once again, I just truly think that she's probably had a pretty hard life if she was into all that shit. Listen, I worked in a strip club for almost 20 years. I ain't never did damn 4 people in a day, much less 1. You know what I mean? The places I worked at, we didn't behave like that. There's, just like everything in life, there's different levels to shit. I guess that I need to be grateful I wasn't exposed to shit like that, because it could have been a lot worse, apparently. Damn, Crystal. 4 at your first job, you go to your second job, and accuse 3. I just don't understand, you evil You evil heathen. I mean, it don't get more evil than that to be damn gangbanging guys at the strip club and then going to a damn Duke University lacrosse player damn party and accusing these guys. Like, literally, do you not, I mean, this dumbass don't even know how to play the room, but you were a stripper? Some of probably the most richest young guys who are harmless, first of all. Well, they used to be. Things have changed. And not all people, I don't mean to, group them together, but like, literally, listen, y'all, I used to work in Raleigh, so we used to get all kinds of people in, and I worked also in Charlotte and, a lot of major cities throughout the country, and I'm just saying that college kids, it's one of 2 ways. Either they got mom and daddy's money and they ready to spend it, honey, and they are so, like, sweet, or they come in there and they ain't got no money to spend and they, like, mooching off their friends, or maybe they coked out of their mind and don't even know what's going on, or they done took some ecstasy and they're humping a damn bar stool. Listen, it goes one of 2 ways. They're either sweet and ready to spend some money, honey, spend mom and daddy's money, or they're complete assholes. But these guys, it looked like, were spending money to get these girls over there, and they were going to take care of them financially, and they wasn't looking for no extra shit. It was the girls that showed up being extra. Damn bitches always got to pollute a damn good money source, you dumbasses. What if I told you didn't have to do none of that, and he would have gave you the same amount of money? It's called business. Long-term investments. So, I don't know. I just think that it's crazy that she comes out now when she's in prison for murder. Like, girl, you had your damn 15 minutes of fame back in damn 2006 when you lied on these boys. Talk about complete opposite worlds. First of all, Crystal's over here divorced. I'm gonna tell you right now, you don't behave this way without some drugs and alcohol, honey. So I don't know what she had going on, but that ain't normal. If she was doing all this bullshit normal, she's the coldest bitch on earth, coldest whore on earth. You know what I mean? There was something going on. I've seen pictures of her from this time. She don't look good. I do know that she had 2 children that she was trying to support. I don't know where the baby daddy was. I don't know. Don't ask me questions. I'm not the mama. Not the mama. I don't know these questions. Not the mama. What was that? What show was that? Not the mama. Not the mama. Anyways. Yeah, I don't know, but talk about being from 2 completely different walks of life, and I bet these boys ain't never damn thought about a stripper again. I bet they ain't never tried to do nothing bad again. I mean, Dinosaurs. Y'all remember that? Great show. Hold on one second. Do I have stuff all over my face? Sometimes I'll start talking and I got spinach in my teeth. Probably got all kinds of shit in my teeth. Listen. Shh. Ouch. Something is stabbing me. Damn spice between my legs. I got it in the seats and it's stabbing me. Jesus, Brooke. I'll be having all these malfunctions. Listen, at least I got a bra on today. Should be happening sometimes. Oops. Listen. I was going to say, whatever happened to these boys. The old dinosaur show. I get food in them. The other day it was spinach. I'm like, hey y'all, like Amanda from the Amanda Show when she had that green stuff in her teeth. I didn't even know it. I was gonna see what happened to these guys. Their names are not even printed. Oh, David Evans. Let's just do what happened to the Duke lacrosse players that came up. Set of people. Oh my god, their little baby faces. They look so young. These were the guys. I mean, they were college kids, you know, they're still kids. I mean, even though he looks damn 30 almost, not really, you know, they're still college kids, man. I wonder how this impacted their lives. Hello. Going further, even after Roy Cooper dropped the charges and dismissed the case completely. After they got that DNA back, and this girl, Crystal Magnum, had 4 other male human biologics on her. Makes my skin crawl. Roy Cooper dismissed the charges after all 68 lacrosse players their DNA was tested, and it was confirmed that none of them had had sex with this woman. Can't get my chapstick out. Damn it, how did that even happen? Ugh. She said she was R-word, sodoed, and beaten for 30 minutes. Chapstick. Wow. She said she was also trapped in a bathroom. Charges were later dropped. She's currently serving time for a 2013 second-degree murder conviction for stabbing her boyfriend. She was sentenced to a minimum of 14 years in prison. The outlet reported that Magnum fatally stabbed Reginald Day during an altercation at his home. She testified that she acted in self-defense. Girl, we don't believe nothing you say at this point. Claiming that her boyfriend had struck her, knocking her down, and choked her. She maintained that she hadn't meant to kill him. Girl. Shh. So the three guys was Colin, David, Red, Lord have mercy, who were only 20, 19, and 23 years old. They were kids. They didn't know the pile of crap they were about to step in, honey. These kids were paying $800 for these 2 girls to come and strip. That was actually a lot of money in 2006 for an hour or 2 of work. These young guys weren't looking to have any kind of physical relationship with these girls. They were actually just wanting strippers. See, this is why the businesses went bad. This is why the businesses went bad, because of girls like this. They gave us all a bad name. $400 each. Crystal and her friend went to this party. They were hired through an escort service. And I do believe that the escort service was an escort service. Clearly, something was going on. Crystal had a whole damn Navy full of DNA all over her. Whole ship. The whole ship. The whole ship. Oh, God. She involved 40 men in this. She claimed that about 40 men were present prompting her and the other dancer to leave. Yeah, you dumbass. And they were harmless college kids. It's never safe for ladies to go into this type of environment with this type of, first of all, we don't do dancing at home. We don't do dancing at all anymore. But these types of private parties can turn dangerous really quick, and I don't think it's smart for two women to be going anywhere where there's 40 men. It's not smart. Or even 4 against 2. It's just not smart. You don't, it only takes 1 to kill you. 1 to strangle the life out of you. And the sad thing about that is if they do kill you, ain't nobody going to be investigating your murder, honey. They're going to be like, oh, she was a common stripper whore with drug problems. And your case will be overlooked. Nobody's going to care. That's the sad part. So the best thing to do is not put yourself in these bad types of situations. Because it's scary. This is why the whole team was tested, apparently, for DNA. Because Crystal said that it was like 40 people at this party. What a dumbass. She deserves to go to jail. Can we not extend that sentence? Maybe I couldn't figure out what happened to the guys, but they should sue the shit out of. Well, they won't get no money. They'll waste their money. She ain't got no damn money, Brooke. What's going on with the drones? Anything new? Anything new? Way down yonder on the Chattanooga, it gets hotter than a hoochie coochie. We laid rubber on the Georgia asphalt. We got a little crazy, but we never got caught. Down by the river on a Friday night. Saturday night. Bottle of water and full in my... Those 2 sleeves of crackers done blew up in my stomach. My light dying. Don't you die on me. Oh my god, that's the fan. Oops. Hey. Oh, my stomach hurts now. I think it's some Ritz crackers, y'all. You think we're being invaded? You think we're gonna make it till the first of the year? You think we're gonna make it? You think they belong to the U.S.? I've heard rumors of that too. Hey, Deborah. I've heard rumors of that too, that it could be like a program that we've had going for a while. Like, this administration is a joke, y'all. I'm sorry. And they've been everywhere. Now they've spread to Tennessee. They've spread to Virginia. Like, hold on. Here's a report. Many New Jersey drones sightings are manned aircraft being misidentified as drones. People are saying some of them are as big as buses, y'all. Hello, testing. I hope they belong to the U.S., and if they do, whoever put them sons of bitches in the sky without giving us any explanation deserves 5 minutes of a hickory switch out back at the White House. Seriously, this is scary. You don't scare the public like this. If you're going to be up in the damn sky, tell us. I mean, you owe that much to the American people tonight. We are already under enough stress. We don't deserve to be worried about whether we're being invaded by another country, number one, but also it's very concerning that these orbs and UFOs have been sighted everywhere as well. It's almost like, God, is there a war going on between heaven, aliens, and earth? What is going on? It's terrifying. We definitely deserve to know. Yeah, I know. I'm just hoping that something don't kick off before Trump gets in office, y'all. Because y'all already know this administration is not only crooked, but they're manipulative. They're conniving. They're cunning. They play these little games. I just hope something ain't gonna kick off. They still ain't told any like news. Hello, Gerald. It says the FBI and Department of Homeland Security said on Saturday that the ongoing investigations around reported drone sightings over New Jersey have found, quote, many of the reported drone sightings are in fact manned aircraft being misidentified as drones. Now, this is from the FBI and the Department of Homeland Security. They said this today. When was this wrote? They said they're aircraft. This was published at 4:30, 2 hours ago. So it says the investigation have also found no evidence that spotted these things engaging in illegal activity or malicious acts, and that the United States Coast Guard has not found any evidence of foreign involvement offshore. But how do you know, boss, unless it's yours? Unless it's theirs. And that's what pisses me off. Oh, we don't know what they are, but don't worry, they're not going to kill us. And the Department of Homeland Security says at this point we have not identified any basis for believing that there's any criminal activity involved, nor is there any national security threat. The FBI has been investigating hundreds of reports of drones operating at night since mid-November, most of which are larger than the ones that hobbyists use. Yeah, I've seen reports of Fiats. I've seen reports of SUVs. Small car seems to be the preferred words of choice. Small car. Well, hell, you can fit damn 4, 5, 6 people in a small car if you really, if you got one of them clown cars. Oh, God. Listen. I think that other countries are laughing at us right now. We look like dummies. We look like straight dummies. We look like Patrick Star. Oh, you know what I mean? It's concerning. Hold on, what is that? It's concerning. Drones. Hold on, let's look at the news. It came up. Is that Stellantis news? Oh, is that a Jeep car? Is that who makes Jeep? Well, are these the people that are on strike? There's a whole bunch of car manufacturers on strike right now. They want to build a 4 billion EV battery plant. Biden sucks. Oh no. No, stop giving me pop-ups. They give me anxiety. Oh, that's in Spain. Yeah, that company Stellantis are gonna. I think they're gonna build a battery company, EV battery plant in Spain for $4.5 billion almost. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of car manufacturers on strike right now. This administration is trying to pass all of these like last second laws and bills for EV. They've been pushing that agenda since Biden got into office, and now I learned today through, who is he, the Speaker of the House or somebody? I don't even remember, that we get the majority of our EV batteries from China, 70-something%. So with the Biden administration wanting to push this, this green leaf, global warming, there's no doubt global warming's real. At some level, there's no denying that things are off. Mother Nature is not happy with us. Probably has a lot to do with pollution. Look at the earth. The beaches smell like shit. It's not a coincidence. Things are not being done properly. We got corporations dumping. We got people dumping. Y'all know what I mean. There's reasons for global warming. And in my opinion, it doesn't have a whole lot to do with vehicles. But that's their agenda. They're pushing that agenda. And at the same time, they've been shutting down our mining plants where we get minerals for EV batteries. Just like they shut down our pipelines where we would drill for oil, which made our gas go up. We got to do more foreign deals to get oil now, when we got oil on our own soil. But they did the same thing with EV batteries over the past 4.5 years. And they've been buying everything from China. And it's not just one mineral. It's multiple minerals that we need to even produce these EV batteries. It doesn't even make sense to be outsourcing something we can do our damn selves. You know what I mean? Yeah, all cars might not be EV. But we're not ready for that anyways. We don't have the infrastructure to support that. Shit's wild. But there are car manufacturers strike. They said that guy said that Iran allegedly got drones from China. That's what that senator said or whatever. I don't know who that was. He might have been a congressman. He alleged that Iran had purchased a mothership in drones from China. And he said this mothership was off the coast of New Jersey. And there's been no, evidence to support this at all. And people in government were actually pissed that this loony come out saying stuff like that. Like that could cause big problems. So it says General Motors. It says the United Auto Workers at General Motors. What was this? December. Looks like the UAW is on strike. So it says the United Auto Workers and General Motors received a 33% pay raise as a result of last year's strike, but General Motors announced another round of layoffs on November 15th. I told you guys we were going to be seeing a lot of layoffs this year and probably next year. People can't afford to pay their rent. People can't afford to pay their employees, and this shit might get worse before it gets better. So if you got a good job out here, you better hold on to it, because it's been a job shortage for a few years now for me. But I'm a 3-time felon, so that doesn't help. So it says that GM laid off 1,000 employees worldwide, including 507 workers at its Warren, Michigan location. The news comes after GM's tech center in Warren lost 634 jobs in August. The company cut 1,314 jobs from its Orion plant in December, 2 months after the strike ended. Am I not reading better right now, or am I tripping? Maybe I'm just not a morning reader. You ever thought of that? Legacy media, including the Detroit News, noted in November that GM posted record profits. Some experts say, as the company announces job cuts, it's looking at projections for its future, not just the recent past. GM faces steep competition from China and electric vehicles manufacturers such as Tesla. The perfect financial storm could be brewing for General Motors and the other big three car manufacturers, Ford and Stellantis. There you go. That's Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, right? There was a Edmunds report that noted that 73% of consumers say that they are holding off on purchasing new vehicles due to high prices currently. This hesitation could exacerbate problems for General Motors, which is now higher costs to which now has higher costs to contend with. And you know, people are on strike. They're pissed. They're like, first you give us a pay raise, then you fire us completely. Considering the tight labor market with manufacturers struggling to hire and keep the workers they need, it is telling that the big three automakers have laid off thousands of workers over the past year. Well, if you would have come to me a year ago, I could have already predicted this for you, because I did. I said it. They're cleaning house. All of these corporations, these companies, are cleaning house, just like Elon went into Twitter and turned it into X, honey. He built a roadmap for businesses to analyze who they need and who they don't need, who is a waste of money and who is beneficial to the company. And, you know, you would think that if EV wasn't, I mean, that's the problem though. EV is taking over and these other car companies are struggling. But it still says that they made great money. The layoffs come after the Michigan legislator and Gov. Gretchen Whitmer approved $600 million in taxpayer handouts for General Motors in 2022 to build electric vehicles. Those payments would be based on how much GM spends on building and equipment. The company agreed to create 3,200 jobs from the project. If GM fails to do so, it will, for a time, have to repay some of the money with the amount determined by the number of new jobs. The $600 million grant to GM comes on top of the Michigan legislator's secret 2009 agreement that will give GM up to $3.8 billion payable until 2030. What? No. Michigan Capital Confidential reported that the legislator created laws that penalize any legislator who discussed the terms of this deal. Excuse me? BFF. We putting laws in place to prevent legislators from discussing the terms of agreements that they're using taxpayer money for. Nobody, I think that that's BS. If it's taxpayer money, the people deserve to know where that money went and what it was spent on. We don't go, this is what I'm talking about. They literally created a law. They passed legislation to create a law to prevent anybody from discussing this deal. Absolutely not. Michigan, you are damn, absolutely not. You know what's crazy though? The few people I've met from Michigan were not my favorite. I actually had a roommate that was from Michigan. He was weird. I had the owners of the restaurant. They're from Michigan. Weird. Listen, I'm not saying everybody's from there. I'm just saying it's no surprise. It's no surprise. Sounds on par with the people that I've met and their character flaws. Imagine working at a restaurant and the owner is trying to pimp you out. Yeah, they were from Michigan. That is crazy, y'all. So it looks like Volkswagen has strikes going on. Looks like it's impacting production because nobody wants to go to work because they're mad. Yeah, it's going to happen one day. It's going to happen. It already has started to happen with, I can't believe it either sometimes. I'm like, didn't I just talk about that yesterday? Like the whole Ted Kaczynski thing, and then a week later, Luigi's out here in the name of Ted Kaczynski killing people, and it was like a month later. But still, it's like, whoa, we just talked about this. Okay, so I'm not the only one that feels bad for Ted and relates to his manifesto. Listen, I just hope. Listen, I'm gonna stop saying stuff or I make some bad stuff happen. I was about to say something and I could jinx myself, so I'm not gonna say it. No, we're heading there, Virgo. We're headed there. I mean, they build these cars with technology and stuff nowadays, which makes them harder to work on. Mechanics don't want to deal with that. Mechanics, men that get in my opinion, from the best of my knowledge, working in doing auto mechanic work, most men that get into mechanics like the technical behind it. They like the mechanics. They actually like working on engines. So when you take that away and replace it with something that is highly stressful, like technology, a computer behind the damn dash, you know, these guys can't even, some cars, they can't even damn change the battery without having to go through a whole bunch of technical computer stuff. They can't even change a headlight without going through a whole bunch of computer stuff. It makes things 10 times more difficult. And I'm sure that it's led to mechanics quitting their jobs. Because once again, in my opinion, most people that like to tinker with cars don't want to have to deal with this every day just to change a battery or to change some spark plugs or to change a headlight or, you know, to fix whatever's broken electrical. They don't want to deal with that. You know, mechanics are becoming few, far, and in between. And it's just like nursing. Nurses are quitting. Doctors are quitting. It's like all of the professions. It's kind of the EV vehicle trend is killing the auto manufacturing companies. It's affected them greatly. EV cars is not helping our economy. I think that it's crazy that we hopped on it so quick, and I think we should have left it alone with Elon having Tesla. You know, that's Elon's thing. Let him do that. You know what I mean? We need to stick with Ford and the companies that have been around, American companies. We need to stick with those companies, Chevrolet, Ford, you know, American companies. We need to support that to support the economy. That's a small way that you can actually support your economy, is by simply buying American-made products. Locally raised fruit and vegetables if you can, you know, during the season. Stuff like that is a small way that you can help the economy. I know that people think that they're helping the world by buying a Tesla, and it's in my opinion, a lot of people buy Tesla because they want the look, and some of them are cool looking. The Cybertruck's interesting, you know, I think it's interesting looking. I wouldn't want to ride around in that all day. It doesn't look like it has a lot of room, but I could be wrong. But I don't think that people realize that the system that we have with gas is cheaper. And, you know, it's the system that we've built. We have gas, you know, hold on one second. Trump has already prepared a wide-ranging energy plan to boost gas and oil drilling. Man ain't even in office and he's over here making moves. This came out November 27th. It looks like Trump wants to seek to expedite drilling permits on federal land. Trump seeks to boost sales on offshore oil drilling leases. So it said Donald Trump's transition team is putting together a wide range of an energy package to roll out within days of his taking office that would approve export permits for new liquefied natural gas projects and increase oil drilling off the U.S. coast and on federal lands. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Didn't he say drill, drill, drill? Fight, fight, fight. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Virgo. It's like a 5-step process just to pull a battery out of a car. And car dealerships do that intentionally, so you have to bring it into the dealership. They're hoping that another mechanic gets frustrated and he says, I can't do it. You have to take it to Chevrolet, or you have to take it to I don't know, Tesla. That you definitely have to take it to Tesla. But all Teslas have to go to a dealership. That's another downside of buying Tesla. You can't just take it anywhere and get it serviced. I don't know who wants those problems. I hate dealing with a dealership. Hate it. And it's not a luxury for me. They are ripping you off, honey. Big time. Big time. But, I guess when you got so much money, it don't really matter to you, huh? I wouldn't know. Yes, it is raining. It just started. I got in a fist fight with 2 girls and they got hurt. I got charged with felonies. And then I got caught with heroin once. That's 3 felonies. I know, I'm such a horrible person, right? A fist fight when I was a kid. I definitely was in the wrong. I used to be mean. I still am sometimes. Oh, wow. ABC to pay $15 million to Donald Trump in a defamation suit. He won one. I didn't even know he was suing ABC. I knew he's suing CBS too. Is this against... Damn it, you ain't gonna let me read it. I ain't paying. Damn you, New York Times. You ain't worth a shit. Here we go. We'll go to AP. Yeah, that's another thing. They don't make stuff like they used to. It's not the same quality. They used to have damn... Man, my first truck was a Ford square body 1980s model, and I probably could have run that thing through a brick house and it would have cranked up. You know what I mean? Like, it was a tank. It was a tank. Flatbed, little seat, one-seater, It was a tank. It says ABC News has agreed to pay $15 million towards Trump's presidential library to settle a defamation lawsuit over anchor George Stephanopoulos. Don't ask how I know that. Inaccurate on-air assertion that the president-elect had been found civilly liable for R-wording writer E. Jean Carroll. Ooh, honey. They will also... Hold on. They're also going to pay $1 million in legal fees for Trump, his attorney. Okay, Mr. Trump. Trump, Stephanopoulos, and ABC executives signed the settlement agreement on Friday. ABC News must transfer the $15 million to Trump's library to the Brito's law firm within 10 days, according to the agreement. They got it, so why wouldn't they pay it? While it's a sizable amount, ABC's contribution to Trump's presidential library will likely cover just a fraction of the cost. Former President Barack Obama's library in Chicago, for example, was estimated to cost around $830 million as of 2021. Ain't that crazy? Damn, I hope he wins the damn money from Hope he wins the money from CBS News, too. That's crazy. He out here, dang, suing everybody. I love it. I cannot believe that Biden is pardoning all of these damn people right before he gets out of office. Shit getting wild out here, y'all. What in the hell? Toledo. Is that how you say that? Toledo? Ooh. Becky, what are you doing, girl? And that ain't Becky. That's Barbara. Barbara with the bad hair. First of all, this woman done went psycho, y'all. I ain't about to watch this. I wanted to show you a picture. It says she kidnapped and tortured a man almost to death. This is out of Toledo. So it just says Howell Jr. was arrested and charged with kidnapping while attempting to terrorize or inflict harm Friday. She used a sharp instrument to slice and stab the victim all over his face, head, arms, and torsos. She also poured hot grease on the victim, lit a coat on fire, and dripped the burning embers on the victim. The victim told the Toledo police that the assault went on for an hour and a half. The victim's condition is unknown at this time. Girl, what in the hell is wrong with you? What in the methamphetamine is going on? Listen, why her hair falling out like that? Drugs? She done kidnapped this man and started torturing him. What the fudge? People are crazy, y'all. My door's locked. Jesus. She's in jail. Thank God. At least we're a little safer tonight. Them crackers really hurt my stomach. Right here. So some crazy heifer on roller skates, no, ice skates in Alaska. A 21-year-old woman was arrested in Fairbanks Sunday and charged with felony attempted kidnapping and 2 counts of assault and disorderly conduct after the Fairbanks police said that she tried to steal 2 children from the Big Dipper ice arena. Chelsea, put those children down. So the children were 9 and 11, and they were playing in the outdoor ice rink when Chelsea, her name is literally Chelsea, shut the front door. I'm gonna die right now. Oh my God, that's so crazy. Her name is literally Chelsea Charlie. Oh my God. What the fuck? Okay, so the 2 kids were playing outside in the ice rink, and Chelsea attempted to kidnap them. And the ice rink staff had to physically remove her from the ring because she was grabbing onto these children and by the door. And she grabbed the 11-year-old, which caused them to fall. The 11-year-old was able to get away, and then the 9-year-old also fell on the ice as she's trying to pull him out the door. She then picked the child up off the floor, grabbed its hand, and said to the child, "Come with me." When they refused to leave, Chelsea started dragging them towards the exit. As the child was being dragged, they were shouting no and expressed concerns about being kidnapped. Thank God. Fight. Teach your children to fight. Be verbal, vocal. So according to the report, the children were visibly scared as the 9-year-old was seen shaking as they told an officer what had happened. The 11-year-old said that their fear level was a 7 out of 10, with 10 being the most frightened they've ever been. Just a 7, honey? You were almost kidnapped. She was taken to jail. She was taken to jail. I saw a video today of some creep walking up to some girl at a festival. The little girl was like maybe 14, not even, maybe 12. I mean, she looked young. And this creep was hanging all over her. And some man was walking by and saw this and said, absolutely not. He said, "Who are you and how old are you?" He said, "Why are you hanging?" This man was literally hanging on this kid. And he was drunk. And he initially says, "Oh, I'm her father." And this other father who was filming says, "Absolutely not. I've never kissed my daughter like that. What are you doing? Get off of her. Who are you?" And the man, he keeps saying, "This is my daughter. This is my daughter." The guy keeps filming, and it's revealed that this man is married. And the guy says, "Well, let's call your wife and get her out here." And finally, the man who is drunk walks up to the girl, whispers in her ear, takes her by the hand, and starts to walk off with her. This man who was filming stopped the whole interaction. What was very revealing to me is that this girl did not know this man. She even admitted she didn't. What was revealing to me was how easily influenced the girl was. These are children. We know in these situations it's fight or flight or phone. That little girl was going to walk off with him. Super scary. You have to have conversations with your children about stuff like this. It's not okay. The poor girl was frozen in fear. Frozen in fear. Crazy freaking video. If I ever find that again, I'll post it. I don't think that it had a way to like repost it, or I probably would have, because it was a 10 out of 10 cringe creep alert. Okay? Perp alert. Perp alert. I'm tired. Tired. It's already 7 o'clock almost. Lord have mercy. I see all these kidnapping cases in the news. What is going on out here? There's like 3 different women that have kidnapped kids this week. Attempted to. One woman was accused of trying to kidnap a 3-year-old from a hospital. Another one tries to kidnap them. I see like 3-4 different hospital things. All of these were hospitals. When did kidnapping from a hospital become a thing? I am so out of the loop. God, them crackers hurt my stomach. It feels like somebody's stabbing me. It's from the crackers, the bread. Because I never eat stuff like that. Rarely. Hello, Deborah. What are y'all doing tonight? I'm not doing anything. I'm going to bed. Sitting in my bed while it rains. I'll be sitting there racking my brain, watching a documentary, praying that it keeps on raining. Gordon Ramsay kitchen nightmares. Y'all, can we look up this man real quick? Because I don't know nothing about this man. But he seems like a badass. I've been hyper-focused on him today. Where is he from? Senator Hawley? Where he from? Utah? Missouri. He was getting them. Man, he be talking cash shit. I love it. He ripped some lady to shreds that looked like she didn't even, like, every light in the house was on, but nobody was home. The blonde lady, I posted a short. Y'all, she looks deranged. Makeup running down her face at Congress. Are we for real right now? Like, listen, I'm not saying looks is everything, but there's a certain point where people cross the line and they look deranged, you know? And I just think that we need to take that into account, okay? When people don't look well, more often than not, they're not well. Okay? She looks like she on some heavy shit. Go look at the short. I just posted it tonight. She was right next in line to Fauci, and her and Fauci covered up the fact that COVID came out of the Wuhan lab. And Hawley, I hope that's how you say it, Hawley ripped her apart today. Or it might have been yesterday. It was probably yesterday. It's Saturday, Brooke. Nobody's in Congress today. They're all on boats spending their millions. What am I talking about? Oh, I am. This damn... Love you too. I'm such a dork. I feel like... you know who, like, was an idol of mine when I was a kid? Jim Carrey. That's where a lot of my, like, mannerisms come from when I'm, like, joking and stuff. I'm trying to look like Kim. But have y'all seen the woman that looks like Kim? They're twins, and she does, like, impersonations of him. So funny. So funny. Love him. Yeah, Senator Hawley. Jesus Christ. Yeah, he ain't bad. I've been paying attention lately. And, like, watching those Senate Judiciary committees, sorry, I had to read that. Watching those are so funny to me, the way that they all get heated. I saw him getting a, like, argument the other day. I was like, Lord, they gonna take it outside and shoot the ones. I'm like, does the cameras go outside when they go outside? Oh. Ooh. So, this Senator Josh Hawley, he's a Republican from Missouri. Look at me with my facts. He said that we need to cut the funding to the United Nations because they're corrupt. Hey, listen, I respect the honesty, man. I respect the honesty. He says, quote, I mean, that institution, the United Nations, has just become so corrupt. It has become so... opposed to American interests. Sorry, it took me a minute, y'all. Y'all know I'm slow. It has become so opposed to the state of Israel. He says I can't imagine being immediately right there. Ooh. What was that? So it looks like former Congressman Ron Paul, the father of Senator Rand Paul, has offered his time and effort to the Dodge program with Elon, and I don't know much about the UN, if I'm being honest. Elon, I just know we got to save some money, so we got to cut spending somewhere. Elon and Vivek run DOGE, and I think it's pronounced not Dodge, but Doge or something. But last week, Paul suggested Doge cut all foreign aid, writing on X, quote, "It's taking money from the poor and middle class in the U.S. and giving it to the rich in poor countries. Americans don't want their government to borrow more money to spend on foreign aid." Okay. He said that. Who is this? Norman? Ralph Norman, Republican, South Carolina representative, agrees with the idea of cutting foreign aid. He says, quote, "You know, we've got a math problem here, and it's time, and it's to the tune of $37 trillion. Americans are tired of giving away their money that we don't have. That's what the last election was about, along with a lot of other issues, and it's not fair for our young people." Absolutely. Other congressmen or representatives, state representatives are chiming in, saying that they're supportive of whatever their efforts are going to be. We need an out-of-the-box thinking shift here. In 2022, the U.S. spent $70 billion on foreign aid. The money went towards economic development and international humanitarian efforts. Ukraine alone has received y'all, that's a big number. $175 billion, including military aid from the U.S. since Russia invaded in February of 22. And Trump has already made it clear that Ukraine better get used to not getting any financial support from us, because he ain't going for the shit that Biden was. He's made it perfectly clear. Crystal clear. Expect no mas money. Okay? Okay. Yeah. I like that, holy God. He's a hard hitter. I'm just glad that they're able to talk about this stuff now. How long did we go with all of us being called conspiracy theorists? And then half of the stuff that they said was a lie, and they called us crazy and said we were conspiracy theorists over, has already been proven before Trump is in office to be factual. Honey. If anybody wants to open a library with me, let me know. I'll run it 24/7. Seriously. We need to preserve history, because this shit's crazy. And they over here passing laws last minute, pardoning people that don't deserve to be out of jail, people who have harmed children, for God's sakes, as I'm being charged with crimes I didn't commit. Like, make it make sense. It's just so crazy. They're going to go for the death penalty. The two men that were from, were they from Honduras or Venezuela? The two immigrants that were here illegally that kidnapped and R-worded and tortured Jocelyn Nungare are up for the death penalty. I saw tonight on a news report that prosecutors are absolutely seeking the death penalty. You know, I know it's not the Christian thing to believe in. And I asked God the other day to deliver me from thinking that the death penalty is fair for us here. I did. I don't want to feel that way, but I feel like I feel things so deeply that it enrages me when I think about what that poor girl had to go through in her last moments. If anything, anyone deserves the death penalty, it's these two guys. But maybe one day God will change my heart. I'm just not there yet. But at least I consciously know it's a wrong thing to believe in the death penalty. At least I consciously know that it's not what the Lord wants me to do. That's that level of awareness that I'm, that's that shadow that you have to address. the dark side of you. Hell, I probably wouldn't mind going and watching them be killed. You know what I mean? I'd be like, oh, I'd be there with my notepad taking notes. Science experiment here. You know? So, I don't want to be that type of person. But at the same time, I'm still human. Still human. Maybe one day later down the road, I won't believe in the death penalty because I know it's wrong. And hell, we don't even use it anymore. So, it's not like, you know. Even if they do get the death penalty, they won't be executed more than likely. They'll sit on death row till they die. What are y'all doing tonight? Death penalty ain't wrong. Darth penalty. Did Bye-bye. Be safe. Don't let the bed bugs bite on this rainy night. Here it is. That's so crazy. I was just talking about that. So Jocelyn was only 12 years old when she was killed on June 16th. She had snuck out of her mother's apartment. She had walked to a bodega convenience store, at which time she ran into the two suspects who were illegal immigrants. Somehow they talked her into walking off with them under a bridge, and she was never seen alive again. They found her dead body. I do believe strangled, but I could be wrong. Hold on. They were Venezuelan nationals. They were charged with the essay and the murder of Jocelyn's death. They were both in the country illegally. And one of them was wearing an ankle monitor from a prior immigration detention incident when he was arrested. He still had his GPS monitor on when they arrested him for Jocelyn's murder. They strangled her. Yeah, I know. I love Kill Bill. Great movie. All of them. There's several of them. I wonder what this deportation process is going to look like. Makes you wonder. Alright, let's watch something happy. You want to see something happy? I do. My stomach hurts. Damn crackers. Y'all, I love me some Theo. He is so funny. I think one of my favorite ones is him and Jordan Peterson talking. God, they are funny. Theo looks at Jordan and he's like, oh, you're like a stepfather that gets with the mother and actually cares about all of these young men out here suffering. It's hilarious. He says, Theo says to Jordan, hold on. Theo is so funny, y'all. We was two tank tops in the winter. Hold on. He's like, you're the stepdad that actually cares. Gets with the mom and actually supports the stepson or something. So cute. I didn't even know him and Jordan Peterson sat down, but apparently they did, man. Oh, nope. Damn it. There we go. Bow now. Swear to God, if I get a violation for that, I'm gonna be pissed.
I want things to be good, it wasn't enough.
No.
Because things don't know how to just be good.
This is true. All by left to themselves, things go from bad to worse.
Things will go out of town. Things will, yes, that's entropy.
Yeah, like leave your house alone for a year.
Yeah.
See what happens to it. It's like, oh, it's way better. It's like, no, it's not. It has black mold everywhere, right? And the vandal has moved in. There's graffiti everywhere, and
there's squirrels drawing a pentagram. Like things have got.
What?
Not good, but that happens.
Like I'm 38, you know. I mean, I'm kind of a late bloomer, so I'm kind of maybe like 32, really. But I'm also like an old soul, so I guess I'm actually like, I'm back at 38. But
it was a quick trip.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. You know, and that's actually a huge part of the reason for free speech. It's like we have to stumble around like morons to stumble upon the truth.
Yes.
We're going to say stupid things. We're going to say wrong things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why it wasn't costly speech. Because if we needed to make it free because we were going to fuck it up so much. Like it was like, it's got to be free.
Right.
Because we're going to use so much of it to figure out where we're going.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's right. If there was a cost,
if
it would be way too high.
Way too high.
Good point, man. That's a nice way of thinking about it. Write for 15 minutes about what your life could be like in 3 to 5 years if you had what you want, just so you know.
If you had what you want.
Yeah. If you had what you wanted, what would it be?
Right.
Like, and don't be ridiculous about it. It has to be.
Yeah.
It has to be hypothetically within your. Well,
you
that's it. You can have a castle in the air. Well, except they won't stay in the air. So, like, you know, let's see. There's
going to be laws.
Well, there's all.
Are there? You know what I'm saying? Like,
there's going to be laws.
They're going to tax you probably.
There's going to be other people that you have to take into account. So let's assume this is like in the real world and everything, just so that we can.
Okay. Yes. 100%.
Okay. Like there's a place for hedonic pleasure, man, for sure. Although you got to be careful of it, because it's a trap, right? Well, alcohol and cocaine, a very good
even if I stay up and have 2 pieces of key lime pie, I feel like I've gone to Dante's seventh circle. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel you there. You know, but there is a place and time. How do you prep for debate? Is it like, do you have a Gatorade or something before? What do you do?
Bubbly water. Well, the only thing I eat is like sparkling water and meat. So I have some sparkling. It's like, it's so funny because I'm on these tours, and if you're a tour, if you're renting theaters, they ask you, well, what do you want before the tour, right? So you can pretty much specify whatever you want.
Like Perrier and prosciutto.
Yeah, well, it's like, I'll have six bubbly waters. It's like, that's all you want? It's like, yeah, I know it's really sad. I could have 20 dancing girls and a whole buffet and stuff. You got some water? Put some bubbles in it, man, because we'll have a real party then. The bar scene, the heavy drinking scene, there's something kind of edgy about it, you know, and something kind of adventurous about it. And, you know, you see that, it's kind of dramatized in people like Tom Waits, who's got that real hard edge, or Johnny Cash, or people, hard-living guys, you know.
Oh, yeah. Guys with 6 or 7 livers in them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, there's something kind of romantic about that.
Yes, but I'm noticing the way it affects other men like me.
Yeah, well, people have said that, you know, that I've got this, in a sense. I mean, just my voice, but just...
Yeah, like you just came on a train and the train just came out of nowhere. And you're like, oh, you know, this guy's selling some, you know, this is some beautiful snake oil.
Snake oil, yeah.
Like
well, that's the other thing that people say. It's like, well, no things to do.
Yeah, but aimless kind of... There's a lot of men wandering around aimlessly.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of confusion, too, because...
But they're listening to you.
Yeah, well, men...
They're finding you.
Yes.
Like, it's like you're like this cool stepdad that showed up that actually, like, cares about our mom. You know,
that's a good one.
Not to put pressure on you.
No, that's a good one.
But I'm noticing from...
You need a plan for your life, because the thing is...
It's so funny.
Gives you goals.
You're like that stepdad that shows up and actually cares about our mom.
And you didn't have a target.
Yo, they are so funny. Theo is hilarious. He's literally one of the best people to listen to. He's fucking hilarious. I didn't know he had content with Jordan. That's great. Did y'all see that Morgan Whalen was arrested? Well, he was arrested like over a year ago for throwing a bar chair off of a bar that it was Eric Church's grand opening in Tennessee on the Nashville Strip. And Morgan was drunk and threw a bar stool off of the top 6th floor, I think. Anyways, they sentenced him to probation and community service, so he won't have to go to jail, but... Guacamole with hot sauce. No, it wasn't that, because my stomach was hurting before. It was the crackers. It's the crackers. It's the whatever it is. The bread. The wheat. I don't know. Oh, I'm about to go to bed. Ba-da-da-da. I gotta go find a trash can and a bathroom and parking. Oh, elevator up. I'm glad I had an avocado for dinner. My body will thank me tomorrow. I had, oh, that's what I want. I wonder if they got them at this gas station. I had, damn it. Everything's falling, y'all. I had 2 peanut butter and jelly Uncrustables last night. And let me tell you, y'all, the first bite hit me like nostalgia. I was sitting on my living room couch. I still remember the pattern that it was on. The pattern that was on it in my mom and daddy's house. I was sitting on the couch with an Uncrustable watching MTV. It's like I had a flashback. I don't think that I've had an Uncrustable since probably the damn 90s. You know what I mean? Like, that was something I ate in, like, middle school. Once we made it to high school, we could buy Chick-fil-A and Pizza Hut and stuff like that. So, Uncrustables was not even in my vocabulary come high school age, you know? So, I haven't had an Uncrustable since I was, like, at Mama's house or, like, Grandma's house type of shit, you know? So, it was good, though. They were 2 for $3. And there is a little bit of sugar in the jelly. But if you're on a diet, it's actually probably a good little snack to have before a workout because it's got the peanut butter, it's got a little bit of sugar, and then you got the carbs. I don't know why I've never thought about eating that. Like, sometimes, you know, bodybuilders will have, like, Rice Krispie treats before we work out. It's just enough sugar. It's not too much. It's just enough sugar to kind of give you a oomph in the gym. So, Uncrustables. Not bad. I think the damn thing had 9 grams of protein. It had some protein in it. I don't remember, but it's enough for a gym workout, you know? Why does one side always look better than the other side? I'm so ready to take this bra off. And I gotta take my eyebrows off because, you know, can't be sleeping with makeup on. I hope y'all have a good night. I'm going to bed. Take me a melatonin and get my ass to sleep. The cops are driving by. They're probably like, what is that crazy bitch doing? Why has she got a camera on her and a light? Listen, officer, at least I have a light on me and not methamphetamine, okay? Be grateful for me that I'm a sober little jaybird out here walking in the Lord's work, okay? Stomping all in it, honey. Knees and elbows and everything in the Lord's work. Be grateful I ain't out here on drugs, acting a fool. Don't judge me when you see me with my crazy light on. Stealing Wi-Fi. Good night, y'all. Be safe. We'll talk tomorrow. Y'all be safe tonight. Don't do nothing that I wouldn't do. AKA, go home, put a movie on, go to bed. Drink you some water. We'll talk tomorrow. Love you guys. Pray for me, because God knows I need it. And I'm praying for y'all. Bye, y'all. Good night, Deborah. Good night. No methamphetamines.